I'm Mike, owner of the Ingram in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new Arrival video for August 25th, 2023. A couple of pre-orders to tell you guys about, and then I'll get right into this week's new Arrival video. There's actually a lot of bizarre stuff in this week's new Arrival video. Not the normal fare. Okay, starting with pre-orders. They're announcing a reissue campaign for the entire Hum catalog, which is, I believe, 4 albums. But Electra 2000, Downward is Heavenward, and You'd Prefer an Astronaut, which I think goes for like hundreds of dollars if you find that record in any variation. The 4th one I don't have available for pre-order yet. I'm still waiting on some details from the manufacturer. But those 3 are on the website for pre-order, and they're coming out December 8th. The one that I'm looking forward to this week is actually the Green Day Dookie box set. It is a 30th anniversary of the album. There is a cassette tape included that I would imagine almost nobody can play because they don't have cassette techs, because, you know, it's 2023. Although that's weird coming out of my mouth as a vinyl channel, but let's get real. Vinyl should have never left. Cassettes, good riddance. Although I know a lot of people like them. But anyways, I digress. They're doing the Woodstock 94. It's kind of like officially, it's been bootlegged a lot of times, and I think it came out officially once for Record Store Day, but that's in there, and there's a disc of outtakes, and Live in Barcelona, 1994 Barcelona concert. They're also doing a standalone variation of it. I think it's on blue vinyl, so you can get the disc by itself, 30th anniversary. The 3rd in the series of the Joni Mitchell, oh, those are all coming out, by the way, September 29th. Volume 3 of the Joni Mitchell Archives is coming out October 6th. That's 1972 to 1975. So, yeah, kind of like the Bob Dylan box sets. They're kind of doing an archive series for Joni Mitchell. Okay, one CD to show you guys because I don't really carry CDs, but this is an autographed indie exclusive of Jon Batiste's newest album, World Music Radio, with collabs. Featuring, I guess there might be collabs, Kenny G and Lana Del Rey. Yes, Kenny G and Lana Del Rey are on this record. Kenny G's doing Claire de Lune. Okay, but yeah, it includes a signed lithograph. I don't know why these artists, I guess they don't have any issue selling vinyl, but I wish they would do signed. I mean, if you're a Jon Batiste fan, it's cool. It's autographed. It's $15. It's here. It's a CD. But I would much rather they start sending us stores signed vinyl records as opposed to the little plastic discs. But there you have it. Okay, this was announced quite some time ago. This is Run DMC's Raising Hell. This is the 33 RPM version from Mobile Fidelity. This was one of the first records from the beginning of COVID to where this record came out. They did 4,000 units, 45 RPM, 4,000 units. It was sold out when it came out. It was like a $150, $200 record the day it came out. It was like the first time I looked back. Like, I remember going like, what the hell is going on here? They must have really, Run DMC must really have some fans. It was really the beginning of COVID where everything was hard to get and crazy expensive. But they're doing it as a 33 RPM on Super Vinyl. The 45 sounded quite good. I'm assuming this is going to sound quite good as well. It includes a hype sticker that says Hip Hop 50. I guess maybe somebody's doing a Hip Hop 50 series. Maybe, yeah, not sure what that means. But Lo-Fi Super Vinyl, Hip Hop 50. Of course, it has a sparse code on the back. It's a DSD 256. And I got a restock of an album that was thought to be out of print, maybe not. I don't know. Nothing's really out of print with Lo-Fi lately. We're getting Miles Davis back in stock. Now we're getting Bob Dylan's back in stock. Blonde on Blonde here, 3 LP set. I think the only thing that's like really hot from like the last 15 years from Mobile Fidelity, that's not a one-step. Of course, everybody wants a Praxis, but I think we need Billy Joel back in stock, and that'll be pretty much all the high-dollar records being put back in print by Mobile Fidelity. But yeah, Blonde on Blonde. I also got a restock. I showed this a couple of weeks ago. Bob Dylan's Blood on the Tracks. This is the standard 33 RPM version. But I got that back in stock. Okay, Nina Simone, Wild is the Wind. This is the new Analog Productions assisted Verve series title. Press that QRP. Most of these are mastered from the original master tape, all analog by Chris Bellman. Thick Stoughton type tip-on jacket. This is the third Nina Simone they've done. They did Pastel Blues and I Put a Spell on You already. Those were one of the first couple. But yeah, there's another one. Nina Simone's great to put in a print because Nina Simone really appeals to a really young audience. And it's good for vinyl. It's good for jazz. I love when they put good quality Ninas. It's really accessible. REM, Accelerate. We've got Anthrax. This is a Fistful of Metal. Very difficult album to get on vinyl. On Megaforce. This is a splattered color vinyl, if I'm not mistaken. Not really a metal fan. I'm just noticing, though, they did Alice Cooper cover of I'm 18. Wonder what that sounds like. I might have to give that a listen to. But yeah, there we go. Continuing the reissue campaign for Aerosmith on Capitol, which is weird because they've been on Columbia forever. They're reissuing all their albums, but here we go. Rockin' a Hard Place. From the original source tapes on 180-gram audiophile vinyl. We've got The Fall, Code Selfish. This is an indie vinyl variant on Fontana. We've got Extricate, also an indie exclusive. Don't know what the color variation is on this. No hype sticker, doesn't say. But all three of these Fall records, including, what is this, Swiftwork, are all indie store exclusives, so color variants. We've got The Best of the Damned. A couple of restocks, some titles that I haven't had in a while that I figured I'd mention. One of them is Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. It's been a while since I've had it, so I figured I'd throw it in the video. The Eagles, Desperado. They're kind of doing all... I've had Hotel California for a while, but they're doing these standard albums now. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going, which is weird. You know, you're like, Mike, you're like, oh, why you showing me Phil Collins records, Mike? Well, let me tell you, Phil Collins records used to be just bargain bin chud. You could not give away Phil Collins records. Dollar, didn't matter. Nobody wanted Phil Collins records. Now, I could put Phil Collins in the bin a foot deep at $30, $40 a piece, and I think I wouldn't, I think they'd be sold out within a week. Phil Collins sells like crazy. I really think they need to do like a high quality MoFi Analog Productions reissue campaign for his catalog. Although that late era Genesis, early Phil Collins kind of suffers from that early digital. I think most of that stuff is recorded digital. It sure sounds like really, when you listen to some of those albums, they sound primitive digital for sure. But yeah, great to have the Phil stuff back in the store. All analog, cut from the original master tape by Chris Bellman. This is Van Halen's Fair Warning. The whole standard $25 Van Halen catalog was all analog, cut by Chris Bellman. And, better Van Halen record, we've got Van Halen 1, also analog, cut by Chris Bellman. Says on here, Lacquer's cut by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grumman Mastering. Remastered from the original analog tapes. But it's Chris has come out and said that, you know, these are all analog cuts. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Stadium Arcadium. Now this is a reissue. Now the original first pressing of this, which came in like a thicker box set, that was also all analog. Much like their newest album, Canteen Dream, they do a lot of analog records. I'm assuming this is a reissue, but it's probably made from the same metalwork. If it's not, I don't know. But this is possibly analog as well. The original was. Don't know about the reissue, but I know that that original box set, they slimmed it down, but they still use the original metal parts for quite some time. I do not know about this latest 2023 pressing, which, you know, still shows 2006 on the box set. Okay, I imported these because in the United States, all the Disney soundtracks are picture discs. But if you are like an audiophile and you want to listen to Cinderella, for instance, in audiophile bliss, you don't want it on a picture disc. you want it on polished marble vinyl. So here you go. Not cheap, but not a picture disc. Songs from Cinderella. We've got songs from Pocahontas on Kaleidoscope Sunset Splatter Vinyl. And we've got songs from Mulan. Okay, Tim McGraw, Standing Room Only. This is a 2 LP set on clear vinyl. Looks like this is a new Tim McGraw album. I know nothing about country, so, but it says 2023 on the bottom. And he looks a little on the older set. So we're going to go with a brand new album by Tim McGraw. Show that. Rites of Swing, composed and arranged by Phil Woods. Phil Woods, Curtis Fuller, Tommy Flanagan, Shahab. This is a good lineup. A record that I'm not really that familiar with. But this is on Candid, which are all analog, cut by Bernie Grundman. They're kind of doing a full reissue campaign of the whole, well, I don't know if it's the whole catalog, but they're doing a lot of Candid reissues. And they've come out and said they're having Bernie Grundman cut them all from the original master tapes. I'm going to have to give this a listen to. This could be good. That's one hell of a lineup, man. Recorded at NOLA Penthouse Studios, 1961. All right, we've got Mommy. Be Your Own Pet. This is the Indie Living Dead green vinyl variant. And then I've got the standard variant. What's the difference? Alternate cover. It looks like she took off the rubber hat. But actually, it's what do we got here? So the front of the Indie Store exclusive is a unique picture, but the back is the standard color photograph. So Indie's an exclusive photo. Back is the same as the front on the regular, and then you get a dining room set on the standard vinyl version. But there you go. Yeah. Billy Joe Shaver. One Night at Luckenbach, Texas. This is on a splattered vinyl. John Fogerty's first solo album. We've got Blue Ridge Rangers. Includes Jambalaya on the Bayou and Hearts of Stone, arranged and produced by John Fogerty. There's two John Fogerty albums you see all the time. One is Centerfield, and the one that came after that with, is he dressed up like a lion on that thing? But you don't see this one very often. We've got Teenage Wrist, Still Love. That is a wild cover. Look at that cover. Very cool. Don't know what it is musically, but I'll tell you what, if you're ever digging around in a bargain bin and you see a cover that looks like this, buy it, because it's probably like a $1,000 record that's in the Acid Archives. Supergrass. Life on Other Planets. This is the Indie Store exclusive, which is the album plus a green and black 10-inch vinyl disc. So this is the 2-disc set. Then there's also a standard version, which is just the black vinyl standard LP with a booklet. I think I showed that last week. Okay, Alice Cooper's newest album, Road. Attention, 13 dangerous new songs. Comes with a warning. Exclusive on DVD, the full show at Hellfest 2002. So there's two versions of this I have. I've got a red marble, 180 gram vinyl, and what is this? This is a transparent orange marble vinyl. I'm assuming one of these, probably the orange. Yeah, the orange looks like that might be the Indie Store exclusive, and the red is probably the standard vinyl variant. This set list actually looks pretty cool on the concert. Feed My Frankenstein, No More Mr. Nice Guy, School's Out, $1 Billion, you know, it's the I'm 18, it's $1 Billion Babies, it's that prime, it's the Alice Cooper set list you want to see. Not like when I saw Eric Clapton 20 years ago, and I think he did most of the show was blues covers. Not that I dislike blues covers, but I want to see Eric Clapton do like, you know, Cream, Blind Faith, solo stuff. But, you know, Alice is giving the fans what they want. I don't know how this album is. Cool cover. Looks like he's rolling in his car on his way up north. Maybe a little Cave Creek shot there. I'm not sure. Okay. Alanis Morissette, The Collection. I think this was a CD back in the day. Kind of has a... Cover's familiar. 2 versions of this. Limited clear vinyl. And then a standard black vinyl. It's essentially a 2-disc greatest hit set. So it is mostly Jagged Little Pill and then a smattering of other stuff. There you go. New EP from Belinda Carlisle. Pressed on purple vinyl. We've got Dismember, one of the greatest death metal albums of all time. Oh, I didn't know that. I guess now I do. Look at the hype sticker telling me. First ever vinyl edition with the legendary fully dynamic June 91 master. I wonder when this came out. There you go. It's legendary. Yeah, I don't know much about metal. Limited knowledge. And then we've got Pieces, one of the most brutal EPs in death metal history. They could be just talking it up, though. It is a hype sticker. Okay, so this is a weird series. I don't know what the hell these are. I think these are reissues from... I think these are vinyl reissues of budget CDs back in the day. I never was much of a CD person, but I feel like these were budget CDs back in the day. I'm just having like flashbacks of walking through like the Best Buy aisles. We've got Dokken. The whole series is called Now Playing. They're all single disc, kind of like greatest hits, but we've got Dokken. Now Playing is the name of the album. We've got Ratt. Now Playing is the name of the album. Notorious B.I.G. Now Playing is the name of the album. But I mean, they're all called Now Playing, but they're really all greatest hits, right? This has got Big Papa, Juicy, Hypnotize, Mo Money, Mo Problems. I mean, that's a greatest hits. Montrose Now Playing. Bread. Gordon Lightfoot. It's really everything. We've got a little bit of 80s hair metal, a little bit of yacht rock. We've got, Gordon Lightfoot. We've got a little bit hip hop. Got a little soul, R&B. We got In Vogue Now Playing. Gerald Levert Now Playing. And the Spinners. They're reasonably priced. They're 20 bucks. Oh, Todd Rundgren. One more. I don't know if this is a series that they're going to continue to do, but I mean, these are good for record stores. I don't know how well something like that would sell online, but when you get somebody who's just getting into vinyl, they like greatest hits records. You know, they like that. 20 bucks. It's a no-brainer. Okay. Taiku, Songs to Come Home To. It's another interesting cover. It's got a Tamagotchi on the front. This came out a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't have it to show you guys. Long story. But we've got Post Malone's Austin. I think this is the green vinyl variant. This week's King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard. Murder of the Universe. This is the 2LP Cosmic Carnage edition. It's quite a thick cover. Translucent red vinyl with black splatter. A D-side etching and a download card. We've got Weezer's SZNZ. Autumn. Play at 45 RPM. Bebel Gilberto, Jow. This is a tribute album. Jow's daughter, I believe. This looks really good. I'm going to give this a listen to. I'm not familiar with any of her output. Her father, of course, is legendary. This should be good. I definitely want to give this a spin. This is how it comes too, by the way. This is not from the manufacturer, not shrunk wrap. This is a generic plastic sleeve, which a lot of imports actually come that way. The Japanese don't sleeve, they don't shrink wrap their records. Almost everything out of the UK in the 60s, 70s, 80s wasn't, shrunk wrap. It is now, but it wasn't. But every time I send somebody this, I always get an email like, why did you send me a used album? I'm like, this record just came out yesterday. It's clearly not used. This is how it came. Chuck Berry. Berry is on top from Friday Music. I feel like this is a red vinyl variant. Check it out on the website, though. Gatefold. This is an anniversary edition, I think, of Tyler, the Creator's The Estate Sale. Call Me If You Get Lost. This is the original album plus 8 additional songs on Geneva blue colored vinyl with a 28-page booklet. Oh, that is quite a book. Really nice cover. It's that big puffed embossed cover with this spot gloss foiling on the back. Really well done. The Chi-Lites, A Lonely Man, featuring Oh Girl by Org Music. Mastered from the original tapes. Lindsey Sterling's Shatter Me from Gilbert, I think, here in town. This is on silver and black smoke vinyl. And we've got Brave Enough on cranberry swirl vinyl. Ooh, William Shatner. I was getting a whole campaign going, a reissue campaign with the William Shatner albums. This is Ponder the Mystery Revisited. Listen to, I talk about Shatner a lot. I personally love it. A lot of people are like, Mike, you're insane. It's horrible. Why would you like that? But it can't just be me. Look at the guest list on this record. Steve Vai, Nick Turner of Hawkwind, Robbie Krieger of The Doors, guitar player, Al Di Meola, Rick Wakeman. I mean, it's unbelievable. And if you look at all of his albums, the guest lists on these records are just insane. So he's got a lot more fans than just me. Although the record you want is Major Tom. It's a 3 LP box set. The covers are the best. When he does some of his stuff that's more unique to him, well, of course, everything is very unique to him. He does things like nobody else, right? But the covers, I think, are his best work. Holding Absence. The Noble Art of Self-Destruction. This is a tricolored white, gold, blue vinyl variant of 2,000 copies. But his version of Bohemian Rhapsody, just can't beat it. Hiss, Golden Messenger. This is Jump for Joy. Of course, this is coming from somebody who digs Archie Shepp. So if you don't like really bizarre, out there stuff, ignore all that advice. You got to really like the out there stuff. We've got Glenn Danzig, self-titled record? No, Black Aura. This is a crystalline blue vinyl variant. I feel like I've showed this, but Glenn Danzig, everything comes in 70 different color variants, so probably not. Joe Strummer and the Mascaleros. This is a benefit concert for striking firefighters from 2002. 2 LP set on Dark Horse Records. That's everything this week, guys. Check us out online at theingroove.com. Until next time.